Obscurans is technically the 10th full-length album from Sadism. Sadism is a classic Chilean death metal band, and one that formed back in the late 80s. And you'll best know them probably from Tribulated Bells if you're in touch with the past underground, and you might know them from more recent records beyond 2010, where they've got a little bit more notice and a little bit more exposure in terms of touring, as they sort of reformed with different membership, and they've now released 3 full lengths beyond that point of original material, as well as a re-recording of early material and a cover album, most recently in 2020. So we'll cut into a song here just to get a sense of their sound as it is right now. So having just released a covers album of mostly late 80s thrash metal covers, you would get the sense that they'd return with that style here on this 10th record as a way of solidifying what they are and what they're all about. And in most ways, that is what they do here. It does feel like this record has the intensity of like Peak Massacre and Pestilence and whatnot. You definitely feel a bit of that in their groovier thrash metal riffcraft and the precision of it all. I would probably compare this record more to like an Invocator style record. They're more groove metal oriented. Even 90s Slayer factors into this a little bit. It's not their best riff record, but it is probably their most memorable record in terms of creating those kind of 90s groove metal infused pieces. And what I mean is that the riffcraft is fairly simple, straightforward, repetitive, and kind of hard chunked at. I think that there's plenty of death metal here. There's plenty of death thrash in their movement, but they aren't needling out 100 technical riffs at once. They're just sticking to songwriting. And in that sense, this probably has more in common with like an earlier Criminal record than it does like the last couple of Sadism records, which were a little bit more frantic and aggressive. And this one is a little bit more buttoned up and honing in on groups. So I think that'll play better to a crowd. I think that's a good choice for them stylistically, and it's something a little bit different than what they've been doing. If you go back to records like Summon and their 97 record, it does seem this is in their wheelhouse, and it is normally what they would do. For me, it's a moderately high recommendation. I would like more riffs, just generally I'd like more thrash in their sound, and it holds up. I listened to it quite a bit, but I didn't find it all that memorable for my taste. I didn't become obsessed with it as much as I have some of their past records. So this released last weekend. Go ahead and check it out for yourself and see what you think, and go ahead and read my review for my thoughts. It's